All right, we're live. Let's get it.
What's good, bro?
All right, I'm here with Roman Quinn. Roman, say what up.
What's good with it?
Hey, love it. So, welcome to the Big Dreams podcast. I'm very excited today. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dream chaser my whole life, and that's what it's all about. I think we only get one life, and it's all about chasing your dreams. Not enough people in today's world do chase their dreams, and the goal of this podcast is to inspire others to go get it. Reach for everything you want. So there's a
Right.
special guest today for sure. Me and Rome go way
Right.
back. Tallahassee,
Way
2011.
back, way back before positive vibes was even a thing, dog. You
That's
know what
that.
I mean?
That's 2011 vibes, man. I'll never forget. We're in Tallahassee. It's like Halloween party, and I'm sitting on a roof, and Rock pulls up with you and Sims, and I'm
Right.
on the roof, and I never was big. I would go to the party, but it wasn't my scene. So it would make sense for me to be on a roof with a couple people, and opposed to downstairs
Right.
with mad heads.
Most
And I
definitely.
remember when y'all pulled up, and it was like Rock was like, "Hey, we're going to grab food. If you want to slide," I'm like, "I'm out." You know what I mean? And
Right.
we went
Right.
to Waffle House. Remember that?
Right. Of all places, bro. Waffle House was that Joan to go to back in the days. You feel me?
Dude, unbelievable. And I want to say one thing hilarious. Uh, Picture this. This is me meeting Roman and Thomas, and Rock was outside on the phone the whole time. So we're in Waffle House, and Rock wasn't even there for the meal.
Bro, that's typical rock now, bro. Never to be found.
That's
Always
amazing.
have like ideas, but he's nowhere to be found,
I
bro.
love
Nowhere ever.
it. That's great, bro. But I think back on those moments and those times, and especially now, like being older, almost 10 years later type thing, reflecting on the growth and just like the realness and what we bonded on early and just all that stuff over time. You just want to get into a little bit about that growth, but kind of just what I think connected us off the rip.
Right, bro. It was always that vibe, bro. I feel like we always vibed right off rip. We vibed over music, bro. Over music. I remember we hooped. We went. I forgot what the place was called that we hooped at, but it was like
West
some type of
Canada.
rec. West 10, bro. West 10, we hooped there, bro. And it was crazy because I ran into a dude that I played with in high school at West 10, bro, and we just ran fives, bro, and that
Yeah,
was crazy moment, bro. And just
so
that time, bro, that was a different time in my life as well, bro. 10 years ago, fresh off the scene in high school, you feel me? Like never been to a real college party before.
mhm.
Uh, I knew Tallahassee was big for
Yeah,
the parties and the get down, but that was never my scene, bro. Never, and never been my scene. But bro, I had a scholarship to go to Florida State. Uh, Ended up getting drafted by the Phillies, bro. So I took that route, man, because that was ultimate. That was the goal ultimately. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be a big leaguer. I wanted to play baseball, bro. So why not chase that dream? And I feel like it's a perfect setup, dog. And from 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 me, you and Tallahassee, bro, and Rock being in there, bro, it's like it was part of the plan, bro. It all came together, bro, and how close we are today, dog. With a 10 year, not too many people can say that they have a 10 year relationship, dog,
yeah,
and remain that and to keep that and to grow with each other, man, and just to
mhm,
see the growth in each one of us. You,
yeah.
Rock, Thomas, bro, like we're in different points in our life, dog, and it's amazing to see, man, where we came from.
That's, couldn't have said it better, bro. It's proud, bro. Like to look back and all of us, just where we're at, is dope. And I think back of so many moments where I look back and see so clear of how you guys being pivotal parts, whether it was like, I remember one time driving down to spring training and I was going through it and you were going through it and just like pulling over on the side of the road to text you back and kind of like going through it with everything AJ was going through. But it was like, we always knew that we had each other's back, but we never wanted to put each other's burden on each other. And I think that's one of the
Uh,
dopest things.
Facts.
I,
Bro, it was always that comfortability too, man. Whenever we talk, bro, we had that type of relationship where
yeah,
like if I was going through something or you was going through something, bro, you knew that I was open ears, bro, and
yeah,
I would give you the best advice that I think that you needed. You know what I mean? And the
yeah.
same for you, bro. You was there for me in tough times, and I couldn't think of a better person to reach out to, bro.
It's dope though, but like you said, it's all part of the plan, bro. Just me from PA, like going to Tallahassee. Like I had to go
Right.
one more place. You know, I go to Chipola. That doesn't happen. You know what I mean? And
Facts.
this is wild. Like, because I feel like one of the beautiful things about us and just how we see life is that we don't see people for like what they do for a living or what their talent is. You know what I'm saying? We genuinely see people for human beings. And unfortunately, not everyone can say that. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that kept our bond so strong. And one thing I think back on is, you know, December 4th, 2011, that's when I found God. And for me, coming from, you know, I went to a Catholic high school, not Catholic, but then finding God down in Tallahassee, you know, seeing that Southern Baptist, you know what I mean? I kind of got to see, you know, playing ball in Georgia then at Kennesaw, you know, I got to see the two different worlds, but collide on like the judgmental vibe. And that moment changed my life. And one of the motivations for me starting this podcast, to be real with you, is it's hard to keep quiet while all the blessings and all this stuff happen. But I know I can't talk about that on PV or do that because, you know, not everyone has that perspective or understanding. And I want them to see that love through me. You're never going to hear me talk. Put it this way. I remember I was back in PA, and I remember Tomas FaceTimes me, and he's with Tebow, and he introduced me to Tebow, and it was so dope. And it was like, damn, Tim Tebow. You think Tim Tebow was talking about God? You know what I mean on that? He wasn't forcing that or saying anything, but like back in the day on TV, that's what you would have thought that combo would have went like. If back in the day, I would have assumed he was going to say a Bible verse off the rip. You know what I mean? And it was great to meet you, but, you know, I want to give all glory. You know what I mean? Like before the thing, for real. But, bro, he asked about extended tees and how much he loved the movement, and it was so dope. And, bro, because that's what it's all about, bro, is showing love. It's not about us to judge. It's about us to love, man. And I remember vividly, bro, being at like a pregame at West 10 and me sitting next to Thomas. It was one of the times that he came up, and me and Thomas were just sitting there, and I don't know if someone was playing 2K or something, but I just remember like we were probably the only ones not drinking. You know what I mean? And it was kind of like, but it's so cool to like, we don't judge on that tip, but we were young and we thought like, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So that was something that was so cool to me, bro, is like over the 10 years, the growth in that of like, there's so much misunderstanding of what is forced in this, and just, bro, it's, come on, man, just live, you know what I'm saying? But
I think we was always secure with the people that we were, man. You know what I mean? We know that we didn't have to go overboard to have fun and to do what others was doing, dog. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool that you doing that, man. If you want to do that, go ahead and rock with it, bro. But we knew in the back of our mind that that wasn't us, and we was always about being us. You feel me? And that's why that's what I'm drawn to, bro. I'm drawn to like people that's real with themselves. You know what I mean? That don't try to force. Don't try to force issues, bro. If that ain't you, if that ain't me, dog, we just not gonna rock, bro. You know, we're not gonna rock with it, dog. And I'm cool with that, bro. And that's why we vibe the way we vibe. You know what I mean? Because like all these things that was in front of us, we could have definitely took the wrong route, because it's easy to get caught up in things in this world, bro. And I think we could have easily veered off that path, dog. And
for sure,
I'm thankful, bro. I know I'm thankful for like my parents instilling that into me, into my soul, and teaching me those ways, man, showing me, you know, how to value different things, bro, live with some morals, bro. And it was all based off Christianity, dog. Christianity is what my people believe in, and is what I believe in, bro. And I never steered away from that, dog. I always kept Christ was with me everywhere I went. The Holy Spirit was with me everywhere I went, and I felt that, bro. And I think our paths and our journeys on this thing that we call life is to share our testimony with others. And what better way to do that than the podcast that you're doing, bro? The things that you're doing is, and the inspiration that you're bringing to people. You feel me?
I appreciate that, bro. But that's the dopest thing, man. Is like, it's people. That's why like we connected, exactly like you said, man. It's like-minded people that are dreamers, that do believe that anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? And do have that faith. And that's the big thing is, you know, anyone out there, you know, maybe going through a tough time. Like I remember there was times. I remember being on the field before BP, or right before the game was about to start at Citizens Bank. Remember? And you were talking to me about been reading a lot and just kind of like questioning your faith and questioning things of like just questions. You know, you're getting to that age where it was like, you know, we all have questions and stuff. And I think that's what it's all about. It's like, I remember back in high school in like theology classes and stuff. And it's like, come on, man, I don't got to pray to someone else to go get me thanked. Like, come on. It just didn't add up. Questions.
Bro.
It's like, what if it truly was all just about loving, bro? and just like everyone, those little tests and stuff were meant for people to then have their chance to define like which way am I going to go, bro? And all the growth in the last couple of months of my life, like I've had OCD since I was 8 years old. I've been on a lot of different medications. Last year I was in the mental hospital, and the only constant and all that is God, bro. And I'm not going to be quiet about that anymore. And I won't, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you've been where I've been and you've had those storms and that struggle and that hell, you know what I mean? Why would, like, for me, no medicine has helped with the anxiety. No medicine has turned off the thoughts. No medicine has like helped in any capacity with that. So for me, that's the only thing that calms me down, bro, on a level that I'll never be able to understand. Peace, like a feeling of peace. And because others can't understand that, I'm not gonna or want to understand, or maybe had a bad situation at a church growing up. Who knows? That's not what it's about, bro. It's about actually living and being, everyone can talk the talk. How are you in person? You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. And I feel the same exact way, bro. Like, I know, like you said at the beginning, like when we was outside Citizen Bank, bro, and I was like kind of questioning different things, like you were at the time, bro. Like, and just didn't really have any guidance, man. You know what I mean? I didn't have that spiritual mentor. I was missing that. You know what I mean? I was missing that spiritual mentor in my life, dog. And I finally found it this off season with my brother Rocky. And just being able to speak with him every Sunday for a Bible study, bro, has been life changing, man. Because like so many questions that I had and so much doubt that I had, he was able to like give me answers for that and talk me through that and share his advice and with his testimony and what helped him get through that situation. You feel me? Right. And that's what I needed in the big brother. You know what I mean? For somebody to lead me in that path and someone being a minister like he is, man, and being able to answer some of those questions that I was doubting, dog. You know what I mean? And
yeah, right.
Like you said, bro, like. Man, life is crazy, man, and I feel like, man, when you turn to other things, man, like it's like temporary fixes, you know what I mean? Like it never really
satisfies.
It lasts, it satisfies you for a little bit, bro, but like you end up losing that satisfaction and you disappointed again, you know what I mean? And what he brought to my attention is like, man, when you truly put your faith in God, bro, and trust that like what you're going through, he's going to get you out, bro. It's like this it's peace that you get in your body when you feel that, you know what I mean? And I can't, like you said, it's hard to explain to a person that, you know what I mean, that might not believe in the same things I believe in, you know what I mean? But with me just like experiencing it, bro, like I feel that, like, man, like no matter what the future holds, bro, I feel that peacefulness, like God's going to get me through it, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, bro, but like, just being in my Bible daily, bro, and talking to my brother, bro, has helped me out a lot, bro. And I'm in a good spiritual and mental place, bro, and I'm thankful for it.
That's amazing, bro. I think finding that person, and not even like they used to always say accountability partners and things like that. Not even that, like finding that spiritual person that you rock with, that you don't feel judged by and you can like relate to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's so important, And I remember vividly years ago, you reaching out to me on that same level of like wanting to kind of be, bounce back and forth, like, hey, daily kind of verses and stuff like that. And we kept it going for a little bit. And then, as anything kind of over time, it wears off, but it wasn't because it wasn't meant to be. It was because that was Rocky's position. You know what I'm saying? And we needed to both go our separate paths. So, because I feel like we're both that same person for all of our friends in like our friend group, of that person that people can go to type thing and they know they can count on, but we're the ones that don't often go ask for help or go, we kind of hold that in. That's just how it is. But so to have that, I feel like that's where it's like the biggest blessing, because I can, now that we both made it through and we feel like we have that, now you're on that iron sharpens iron tip. So like we call each other and now we could like get each other jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dope for sure.
Bro, it's just like with anything in life, bro. Like it's easy to get turned off that path, dog, and sometimes it's for the good, dog. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to go down some of those rough paths before you can get back to where you were, dog. You know what I mean? Where you once were, and where God wants you to be, dog. You know what I mean? For you can share with others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm big about, bro. I just wanna inspire others. Um, See other people do better than I've done. You know what I mean? Like I want to share advice with them so they can, you know, may not make that, for they can't make the same mistakes that I made, bro. I want to be able to share this with them, dog, and that's what, bro. That's what life is all about to me, dog.
Yeah. Dude, it's so cool because like every single person has a chance to impact other people's lives, regardless of your status or anything. It's like we all have that opportunity. And I think it's so dope when people use their platform to inspire. And one of the biggest things, I'm gonna be honest, like when I look back at, like we talk about music, very inspired by music, by bars, by lyrics. And when I think back to like certain bars by Sci-Hi or Kanye or Pusha T, there's so much references to God, or Meek, you know what I'm saying? So many references to God, but because it's not meant for everyone to understand. They may think, oh, da 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 da. Like they might not, because like I said, go back to maybe something they learned in Sunday school how many years ago, like the judgmental, like they just don't understand, But bro, that's the beautiful thing is, bro, we all have a story. And when I hear those bars, bro, oh my goodness. The other day I was listening to Pusha T. He goes, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Kuna Matata feet up, sipping Java." Like, come on, bro. Like that to me is the stuff that can inspire and change lives, not like maybe, and this is no hate on like Christian rap or anything, but sometimes it comes across maybe a little corny or this or that. It's bars like that I just said that are going to inspire the masses to get interested and look up and this and that. And next thing you know, you're stumbled across I remember I was stumbled across I Am Second, and it was someone else sharing their story, inspiring, that got me interested. And bro, the only reason I listened to that is because the first one was Josh Hamilton, and he was a baseball player, and I was obsessed with baseball at the time. And the second one I watched was Chris Coughlin. Didn't know who he was. He was a baseball player. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, I don't even watch baseball now unless I'm supporting my real ones that they're on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, but God put that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Thanks, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, we always been like this when it came to music, dog. Like, just like that lyricism, bro. Like, we just rock with it, bro. It's like it hits different, man. Like, I'm not knocking the mumble rap from the day. I ain't knocking that at all. But like, man, I always been into bars, bro. J. Cole has always been one of my favorite rappers. Meek Mill has always been one of my favorite rappers. I always listen to Nipsey Hussle, bro, before Victory Lap, bro. Like,
right. Yeah.
I rock with Nip from the jump, bro. Like I was always into like West Coast music too, bro. And like, bro, music is a passion of mine too. You know what I mean? And not saying I'm trying to rap one day. I just enjoy good quality music, bro. And it's hard to find that these days, bro.
Right, I agree, bro. I still think back on whether it was Albie Al or the Sue Surf freestyles, bro. Just come on. Yeah. Why can we bar for bar 8 minutes a thing, but I can't remember nothing on no test back in the day? Come on, bro.
So crazy, man. So crazy, bro. I can stick, bro. It's crazy how just lyrics just like, man, just do something to the soul. Like
your soul hears it and it holds that forever.
Bro, it's just like, bro, some of the music, bro, when you listen to it, it's so relatable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, bro. It's about relatability to your story, and that's what I feed off for inspiration. It's like you'll never hear me once try to act like someone I'm not. I've never held a gun. I never, nothing like that. But bro, when you can find something relatable and you can tie it into your story to keep you going and for you not to give up, come on, man. That's why they put the song out there, bro. Why do you think? A lot of times I think, and obviously we understand the talent of when someone does write that song, or by themselves type thing, and opposed to ghostwriters or whatever. But why do you think there's so many greats that are the writers behind songs? Because maybe they were misunderstood or couldn't be understood as an artist to pop, but they could give the lyrics to the person that maybe could be the face of like the artist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like a team effort. And I think that something to that like is so dope, because I've always liked the behind the scenes stuff. I was always overthinking the confidence and things like that during that growth period for me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, bro. I think what you did for one, bro, it was dope. It was dope, bro. You stepped outside your comfort zone, and the way that you delivered was it was authentic, bro. You know what I mean? It was thought through. You know what I mean? And just to share that with the world and your story with the world, bro, and what you've been through, bro, is touching. It's
Yeah,
gonna touch someone.
for
It's
sure.
gonna inspire someone. You know what I mean? And that's why that's why I really love what you're doing, bro. You're an inspiration to me, and that's why I rock with you, fam. You know what I mean?
Bro,
It's
always.
love. It's always love.
Always, bro. And it's crazy, bro, since 2011, man, and nothing ever switched up on that. It's facts. But
It's crazy,
bro,
bro. It's crazy. It's been 10 years, bro. 10 years.
bro, it almost is symbolic that it is 10 years, you know? Like I was talking to AJ the other day and I was like, bro, I feel like finally like the chains are gone, bro. I'm free and like mentally and just at peace. And now I can go chase my dreams. Like, but bro, it was a 10-year journey. It was I
Man,
think that's where I think that's something so dope to tie into with Nipsey is like the marathon continues, bro. That was so inspiring. And I want to touch on that because I think that's one of the dopest things is like Nipsey is one of the most inspiring figures in my life, but I did only hear his music with Victory Lap. And I think the
right,
dopest thing is who was the one that sent me that album. It was you.
right,
Where was
right,
that? I remember like it was yesterday, bro. I always used to say I had a bad memory, but why is stuff like this so crystal clear? It's because this is stuff that matters, you know?
right,
Bro, I'm struggling in my head to keep going. I'm Ubering in Tampa, and I'm sitting in the Tampa, what you call it, airport parking lot. You would kind of wait in this lot to get your ride. And because
right,
there's so many drivers, you'd be waiting like sometimes, 30 minutes, whatever. And I just remember one night I'm sitting there and bro, it was like I remember, bro, like being kind of down, and you out of nowhere send me that album. You're like, yo, this is just so good, bro. You got to listen to this. And you knew anytime we either of us sent each other music, regardless of how busy or whatever our schedule was, we knew that what you were sending me was what I wanted to hear, and vice
right,
versa. You know what I mean? Or what
right,
you know what I'm saying? Um, and bro, I'll never forget hearing that, and you know, so many songs on that, whether it was hustle and motivate, or grinding all my life, or just like it was so symbolic, but then it became like uh, a code of just listening to all the time when I got in the car, almost just like a repetition thing of just like he was speaking to me, whether it was I was connecting to the clothing line vibe, you know what I mean? With
right,
MC
right.
or the music, the bars, like I said, I was so inspired, bro. And then I would start listening to YouTube, of Nipsey talk. And then all of a sudden just like, oh my gosh, like this was for a reason, you
So,
know?
bro, it's so educational, bro. His music is so educational. His interview, bro, he was on a different level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's like
And
he was meant to inspire, bro. You know what I mean? Like people don't
right,
have
he
to.
definitely was,
Yeah.
bro. People definitely did, bro. Man, bro, like Nip was a goat, man. Nip was the goat, bro. And forever, bro, forever will be in my playlist, bro. I'll forever, bro. Look up to what he did, dog. Like where he started from, bro. Cause like Crenshaw, bro, is uh, I've never been there, bro, but I can only imagine how rough it is. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And just to see what he did in his city and how he came out of the trenches and that's inspiration to me, bro, because I can relate to a level where I'm from, bro, and not having all these opportunities and these things in front of me, somebody to educate me on different things, and
Mhm.
having to learn it myself. So I can definitely relate to that, and sharing those things with kids these days, bro, is what they need. They need to
Right.
hear this inspiration. They need to hear how to handle their finances, how to go buy different things, bro,
Mhm.
that life throws at you, dog, because that's something that you don't learn in school. You don't learn this in school, dog.
Yeah.
You don't learn with like all these real world things in school, bro. So that's why it's good for someone like that made it up from the street to
Mhm.
to to speak out, man, and share with
Yeah.
the kids. So,
Yeah, for sure, bro. And it says so much to go back. He could have been in a situation where he was, in a situation where that couldn't have happened. You know what I mean? But it meant everything to him to make an impact where he was. You know what I mean? And that was inspiring,
right,
bro. That was dope.
right,
Bro,
bro,
let's get
right,
into Port St. Joe a little bit. You know,
yeah,
yeah, the hometown, bro. And I think
right,
it's so dope, dude, is because you know PSJ, bro, it's like I telling AJ when we go through to the spring training this year to go to Florida, you better believe we're stopping, and spending the day, with Thomas Rock. We're doing the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And
right,
because bro, it's like I can remember, your guys' weddings and just the first time going and being like so embraced and loved, and just I never felt that kind of love and support from a whole community where, you know, I'm gonna be honest, and I got a lot of real ones where I'm from, and they got my back forever, you know. But as a whole, you know, where I'm from, a lot of that love ends once you hang up the cleats. You know what I'm saying?
All right. All right.
You know, a lot of times they're only there when you're up. And it was like for the first time being in a situation where it wasn't just like a couple people that were nice, this and that. It was like, bro, being in those, I was seeing love in a way that like I never seen before, or like a love in a way that I think this is a big way to put it too, is like every time I think about Port St. Joe, bro, I think about my family before my grandpa passed. Any celebration or Bonic reunion or thing like that. I think that's a big thing. I never even thought about that until right there live. But like for real, I think like ever since my grandpa passed, nothing's the same family wise. Any gathering, nothing. And I can think back of just like the Port St. Joe community of just like, bro, that's love, bro. Yes, that's love. Like those gatherings, bro, that was like the definition of love. And I wish everyone could like, you know, fly on the wall or see that. But I'll never forget it. So when I think back on like just so many moments, bro, or just the impact that I want to make in my life, or you think about, you know, inspiring making an impact in certain towns or things, a lot of times, you know, people, you know, will go back to the high school, this and that, bro. I'm gonna make a huge impact in Port St. Joe. And I promise like yeah, that right there.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir. Man, that's hard. That's hard.
I ain't got my high school logo on. I'm just saying.
Bro, that's hard. Bro, nah, bro. Like, I'm going to talk about the town a little bit, bro. 2 stoplights, very small town, bro. I think I had a graduating class of 80 to 90 people, man. So you can only imagine how many people were actually in the school. But, yeah, man, I met my wife at Port St. Joe High School. I still live here to this day. And we came, bro, for it to be a small town, a small southern town, what it is, bro. It's deeply rooted in the South, bro. And just to see how Port St. Joe has evolved over the years is amazing, bro. And you coming to the wedding and rocking with us and to the reception, bro, and seeing all that love, bro. And before that love it was a lot of hatred, a lot of hate in certain people's heart. I'm not gonna say hate, but like a lot of like deeply rooted Southern folks in that perimeter, bro. You know what I mean? And St. Joe, bro, was divided, bro, and always has been like in the past years. But we're coming up out of that, bro. Shortly but surely, bro. We coming up out of that. And when I mean divided, man, like the even would have been so small, like you had north side, which is north side of town, where I live, and where mostly predominantly black people live, you know what I mean? And where my homeboys was raised. And across the railroad tracks, you had where mostly white people live, you know what I mean? And I remember back in high school, bro, it was rough, dog, because like people were seeing people for the color of their skin. Like people thought they was more superior because of the color of their skin. And I wasn't allowed to date certain races because of the color of my skin. You know what I mean? And with my wife being a white woman, you know what I mean? Like that wasn't cool back then. You know what I mean? People was not accepting of that then. You know what I mean? And I give her much credibility, bro, because it's easy to like be like, man, you know, I can't. My parents are not for this, so I'm not gonna be able to do this. You know what I mean? But she had in her mind that like I don't see color. You know what I mean? Like I don't care what's the color of your skin. Like love is love. You know what I mean? Love is love, no matter what your skin tone is. Just because you're a shade darker than me, bro. Just because you're a shade darker than me, it doesn't matter. Facts. It doesn't matter. As long as we rocking, you're a good person, you got a good heart, you got a good soul. You know what I mean? Like that's all that matters. And we rock from the jump, bro, because of that, man. And she was. I knew for a long time that she was the one, man. And it took me. Yes, it took me a while to fully commit to her because of where I came from and the background that I came from. And but I'm thankful that like God kept her in my life,
Yeah.
and bro, she's been an inspiration to me since then. But like I said, bro, that love that you felt, bro, it was genuinely true love because like the people that was around, bro, was they views and the way that they looked at people changed. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like they for the first time in their life, whether they seen it or not, that they didn't see color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
That's dope.
didn't see color. They seen two beautiful souls that was getting married that genuinely loved each other because uh
Got goosebumps.
what they brought to the table. You
Mm.
feel me,
Amen, bro.
bro?
That's cool.
They genuinely loved each other for what they brought to the table. You
Mm.
feel me? And that's bro. That's what life is all about, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what equality is all
Yeah.
about, bro. And
Everyone deserves
all
that.
about it's all about making change that way,
Mm.
bro. We making change that way, bro. Where you don't judge a person because of the color of their skin. You know what I mean? It's love, bro. If love is love, bro. You
Love is
know,
love,
love is love, yeah, bro.
bro.
It don't see shades, bro.
Yeah, amazing, bro. That was beautiful, bro. You told that story amazing. Bro, I think with everything that's been going on the last how many months and all 2020, all the things, it really showed a lot of people true colors. It really showed a lot of people's heart, whether it was, people putting their opinion out on social media or whatever, you know what I mean? It was like it really was a wake-up call to show a lot of people who a lot of people are, you know what I mean? And
Right,
and I
right,
think you know I think back to the equality, like back in the day about the everyone deserves love. Like we would genuinely, how do we change? How do we make an impact, bro? It's tough. And when you're young and you don't know how to make an impact, like for me, growing up where I grew up, Allentown, PA, it was, I didn't see a lot of, segregation or any kind of thing like that. It was all one love, bro. It was all where I grew up, like I have so many situations in my head where I can't relate to. I'm right now in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? I'm in, the deep South. And during that whole time, that's where I was. And it was heartbreaking, bro, to see a lot of things I saw.
right,
But I needed to see that. I needed to
right,
see that it's still real. And
right.
it broke my heart. I remember so many times, like remember when they stopped the, like everyone didn't play that one day.
Yeah,
Everyone, like kind of all sports took a day off. And I remember that. And I've always been like a thinker or like the look at the other perspective type thing. And that's all, like you see both sides of every story type thing. But or I like to see both angles. And for me that night, it was like I know how my pops and my would have educated me on that situation, or my grandpa, you know what I mean? And it would have been the right thing. But how many households that dad was angry because his sports team wasn't playing and was saying bad things to a little kid who now is hearing their role model say these things. And now they're going to school running their mouth at the playground because they're 7 years old and they heard their dad, say why the Braves game was canceled. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like that to me was the perspective of like, damn, just as much of a good statement was made, just as much of a bad statement was made. So how do we make an impact? You got to start young. But if this shit's happening at home, now all of a sudden, like we need to educate in the schools, because if we don't, you're leaving it up to the parent at home. At least give the kid the chance to be inspired or learn and make that decision on their own, not something that all of a sudden they're in college and they all of a sudden know how their maybe mom or dad or grandpa, whatever was growing up. And then they're kind of confused. And then they just think like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never hear me talk about politics. You'll never hear me talk about religion, or like, you'll never hear, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about love. It's all about treating people the way you want to be treated. And I think that's one thing that it's like, I mean, I think back to the story of my grandpa, bro. I'm gonna say this, like growing up, me and my brother, we always were told this story, bro, of G-Paw, of like back in the day, shirts, they're playing basketball, 5-on-5, bro. And 5 white guys, 5 black guys. And my grandpa was like,
mm-hmm.
who share two skins? And they just laughed at him like, what? And he was dead ass. You know what I'm saying? He was dead ass serious. But that was my grandpa, bro. And that's his story. I heard day one to now. You know what I'm saying? One of the coolest stories for me was like a couple months ago. My mom always talked about her grandpa, and his name was
Mhm.
Clyde, and he like was like a national champion wrestler at Penn State. Like I used to always clown her because like that was, I was like, come on, mom, like prove it. And then all of a sudden, like they win a couple national championships last few years, and they do this big rollout. And the first national championship, bro, he really was on that. She wasn't
He on
full.
that jump.
Yeah,
He on that jump, right?
bro. But she told me stories recently because I never really asked questions about him. They always would, tell stories about the wrestling, things like that. And I was like, he lived out in Germantown, I think Germantown, like right outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And he was like a OBGYN. He delivered babies. Well, how dope is this? A lot of times, like he was the definition of one love. He would go into the inner cities and he would deliver babies. Well, a lot of times if the mom, if there was no dad, like they would name the kid Clyde, like out of, like, you know what I mean? Like he was known like that he didn't see color. He'd go to inner cities, and at a time when that wasn't the thing, it was known that Clyde was going to be there. Clyde Spangler was going to show up, you know what I'm saying? And take care. And like when I look back on the big figures of my life, my grandpa, I think back of like, damn, it would have been dope to know more about him growing up, Clyde. Like I never could meet him, but to be inspired by him, bro. But it wasn't too late. I heard those stories when I did for a reason, bro, because
That's
like now
dope,
I
bro.
got people up there guiding this on a level that like, this is what I was meant to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely what we all meant to do, bro. Like we always had a passion of inspiring others, bro. You know what I mean? And it's helping the next generation, bro. You know what I mean? I think it's very important for me, bro, just because I have three beautiful kids, you know what I mean? And
Facts.
making sure like I'm able to be there to educate them on different topics,
Mm.
different subjects, and they able to come to me for advice, man. And like you said, man, I think it does start in the household. It definitely does start in the household, and it starts at the schools as
Mm.
well. And I feel like we should do. I think people should do a better job at, you know, taking action and calling, like whenever they see racism or any type of any if somebody just being mistreated, man, they should step up and say something. You know what I mean? It ain't gotta be you ain't gotta pick a fight with the person. It doesn't have to be that. It can be a respectful thing. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, like, I don't think that was the right thing to say in that
Yeah.
situation. People people misinterpret things. People take things the wrong way, and people take things to heart, dog. So you got to really be careful with what you say when it comes to things like that, bro. And
Mm.
I think, bro. I don't know if you remember this, but like the 42 movie, man. It was a father and it was a kid. The father called Jackie a name that I'm not gonna say,
Right.
and the kid repeated the same thing that he said. His son repeated the same thing that he said, and he had no idea what that word actually meant. He was too young to understand that, bro. And that right there was a powerful scene to me, just because like people are stuck in their ways, right? But they don't see what they're doing to the next generation. They don't see what they're doing to the kids, and the kids are the product of their environment, dog. So they're gonna pick up on those little things and like unconsciously, bro, they gonna become what the father was. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yep.
that can be used for something positive as well. You know what I mean? Just like positivity, bro. Like positive. You can be very positive with your kid and pushing them, encourage them because then for when they have kids, they're gonna do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a spiral, bro. And we definitely, as mentors and as we get older, we definitely got to be conscious of like, you know, what the next generation is looking up to us. So we got to be conscious of just like, you know, make sure we feeding them good information, dog.
Facts, bro. I think that's it right there, bro. That's what life's all about, inspiring and inspiring the next generation, giving, like you said, whether it's to our kids or our grandkids or to our friends or to our, friends' kids, you know what I'm saying? It's just giving what we learned and what we know is right. You know what I'm saying? Like we feel the way we feel for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
All right, all right.
Even to anyone out there, wanting to chase their dreams, you know what I mean? Like go get it. And you got that dream for a reason. And I think, one of the dopest things is we're over here at what 39 minutes and we ain't even talked about baseball or nothing like that. And I think that's one of the dopest things, bro. When have we ever talked about? I can't tell you last time. You ain't Roman ain't hit me up going, hey man, am I dipping my back shoulder? Oh, like
Hey, bro,
never once, bro.
what you think about my swing, bro? I'm looking on TV. No, bro. I
Uh,
think, man, bro, I love baseball, bro. I love the platform that baseball has given me.
mm,
But I definitely think, life is a lot more than just baseball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about relationships, bro. It's all about love, bro. It's all about faith as well. You know what I mean? Like those are two. Those are a couple things I always think about. And I think and bro, like at the end of the day, bro, like I think about this too, man. What do you want to be remembered as? You know what I mean? What type of human being do you want to be remembered as, bro? Because like that type of stuff is what sticks in people's mind, bro, and what sticks in little kids' mind as well. And
Yeah.
this setting a good example for you know what I mean for people to look up to, man, and going by the right way. I just want to inspire, bro. I just want to inspire people and just be an open arms to anyone that need advice. You know what I mean?
I love that, bro. That was amazing, man. And you're exactly that, bro. You're an inspiration, and I hope everyone out there listening, enjoyed all the gems that Roman just dropped. And I want to say one little bit is like I've always had this, I feel, elite perspective on baseball, football, basketball, sports in general are just a game, and it's
Right.
the fact that we all are born to be great at something. You got to find that greatness, but ultimately that greatness or that platform is what it leads to, the opportunity for you to
Right.
do your thing. And I think that's one thing, bro. I want to say is I hope people out there listening, especially people out there listening, maybe where I'm from, up in PA, who a lot of times people care about sports. What can you do for me now? Results, this. The person you're hearing right now is the person that's gonna build an organization and be who you want to lead, and a guy you want for the rest of your career based on his integrity and what he stands on. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about how
Right.
you start, it's how you finish. And I can't wait to see the impact you're gonna make, bro. And the dopest thing to me, bro, is like when people go back and listen to this, listen to how much of this we talked about, the dream of baseball. Because sometimes the dream is bigger than we understand. And I know Roman and I have dreams way bigger than this world. You know what I'm saying? So bro, thanks for
We
coming
just
on, bro. I
we
love you
just
so much.
scratching we we just scratching the surface, dog. You feel me?
Facts, bro. Facts, man. Yo, I appreciate you taking the time, Roman. And shout out Port St. Joe, shout out all the real ones, I got your back till the end, man. And shout out Jenny, shout out the fam, and man, it's all love, bro.
So, I appreciate you, bro. You know it's all love, dog.
Hey, always, bro. Stay up, man. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
For sure, bro. Be easy.
All right, let's get it.